It's great to be able to start the third ride of Alan's challenge today from Buxton's famous show cave, Poole's Cavern. Named after a notorious Peak District robber who used the cave to stash his ill-gotten gains, and before that by the Romans. There is also evidence that it may have been the first inhabited place in Buxton. Now it's owned by the Buxton Civic Association, who rescued it in 1977 after it had been closed for a number of years, making it into one of the best caves in the country. The cavern has been famous over the years for many visitors, including Mary Queen of Scots, who visited the cave on one of her last visits to Buxton, and Daniel Defoe, who wrote about it when he visited the Peak District in 1720. And also Florence Nightingale was one of the many Victorians to brave the trip underground. Buxton Civic Association have retained much of its natural splendour while making sure that visitors can enjoy the sights and, when it rains, the sounds. The Civic Association is much more than the proud owners of Poole's Cavern. I'm delighted that Peter Phillipson, the current chair, who is here today to tell us a little bit more about Buxton Civic Association.
Thank you very much, Alan. In many ways, BCA is a quite remarkable charity. We are entirely run by volunteers, and we have been championing the human and natural heritage of this beautiful town of Buxton for 52 years. We were set up originally as a campaigning organisation to campaign against some outrageous proposals from the council. One concerning the future of the Pavilion Gardens, which involved, amongst other things, turning the Octagon into a casino, and also massive plans from the County Council for a huge roundabout in front of the Palace Hotel. And from then on, we've gone on providing a forum for the people of Buxton to campaign and work for and look after the human and natural heritage of the town. Today we have approaching 700 members. We own 9 community woodlands around the town, in addition to this wonderful cave here at Poole's Cavern. All of our woodlands are public access woodlands. We effectively run them as community woodlands for the benefit of the town. And for instance, under lockdown, the woodlands were just a really crucial resource for the local people to get out into nature from their homes. And we saw more people than ever before using the woods with their families, children building dens, playing in the woods, people walking in the woods, getting respite from the crisis that we're in at the moment. It was a classic example of the value of these woods to the town. We continue to campaign about issues. We've been very heavily involved in campaigning about the future of the High Street in recent times, and currently we are campaigning against the badger cull that is occurring here in Buxton and around this part of Derbyshire. We intend to maintain this tradition of campaigning, but doing action at the same time to actually really conserve things here in the town, like our woodlands. And again, many people won't remember, but back in the 1980s, Solomon's Temple up on top of the hill here above Greenwood fell derelict. And we raised a campaign in the town to raise £8,900 or something like that, which enabled the County Council to finish off the restoration of that site. So that's absolutely typical of the work we do. Last year we created a sensory garden in Water Street in the centre of the town in front of the Opera House as a place for people who want to stop and slow down just to experience the beauty of plants and to have a quiet haven in the middle of the town. Di White received the National Award of National Heritage Hero of the Year. So that gives you a flavour of the sorts of things that we do. We have also in the last year launched a biodiversity conservation group because of our concern about the future of the natural world in and around Buxton. What I would urge you to do is, if you live in or around Buxton, please join us. We are as powerful as the members that we have. So we are always looking for more members. Please join us. Thank you.
Today I'm riding the Mamtor Classic, which is page 111 of the Dark Peak Trails, a distance of 34 kilometres. I'll be riding through Edale, Lady Bower Reservoir, not actually through the reservoir itself, Aston, Hope, Castleton, and then back to Mamtor.